And joining us now via Skype from Tokyo is Matt Alt, who's lived there for 8 years and was at home when the quake hit. Last night, he felt several aftershocks. Matt, good evening to you. It's already Saturday evening in Japan. How are you?
That's right. That's right. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, tell me how you're doing today.
Well, people have been trying to get back to normal in Tokyo, and actually it was eerily like normal today. It was a very sunny day out. Mail was being delivered, trash was being picked up, and out in the suburbs where we are, even the supermarkets had quite a variety of things on the shelves. But then around midday, we started receiving reports of a nuclear reactor having a problem up north in Fukushima, and that's kind of colored the recovery efforts to a big degree.
How concerned are people where you are about that?
There's a lot of apprehension among people all throughout Japan, and partially because there hasn't been a lot of information coming out of Fukushima explaining what is going on. Nobody really knows what happened up there and what the situation is.
Let me go back to yesterday. Where were you when the earthquake hit?
I was in my house. My wife and I were together, and we were working in the house. And when it hit hard, and we actually stepped outside because we were worried about shelves and books and things falling on us. But we weren't even able to stay on our feet because the shaking underneath our feet was so strong.
When you're in the middle of something like this, give me an idea of what's going through your head. What are you thinking?
You know, your brain just empties out, and all you think about is survival. It is just you're looking around, trying to make sure you're not underneath something, something's not going to fall on you, making sure that you're not going to fall down. You're holding on to things, and then almost instinctively you crouch down into a ball because it really literally feels like the rug is about to be yanked out from beneath your feet. It is a very unsettling feeling.
Once you got outside, what did you see? Were people panicking? Did you see people injured?
Pedestrians had stopped in the middle of the street and were looking around, which is actually uncommon because most earthquakes in Japan, you don't really even feel them if you're moving around. So that you could feel this when you were walking and you were actually moving was actually a sign that it was a big one. The other thing that I will never forget is that the buildings all around us were making this eerie creaking sound because they were being shaken by the force of the earthquake.
I remember seeing you on the early show yesterday, and you seemed very calm, and today you seem calm as well. And as we said, you did feel aftershocks overnight. How concerned are you at this point that there'll be another big earthquake?
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that we've been hearing reports from not only from our friends, but also seeing it on the internet that a lot of people are experiencing what they are describing as vertigo. But it's not really vertigo because the ground really is moving beneath everybody's feet. So it's this very strange sort of unsettling feeling that you can't really quite relax because you don't know what's coming around the next corner.
Was this your first earthquake?
No, I've been through many earthquakes, but this is by far the largest one because small tremors are very common here in Japan. But usually it'll be just a quick punch, and then all of a sudden it'll be done with. This time it was a rolling sensation. It lasted for a full 2 minutes or so, and it was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life.
Again, seeing you yesterday morning on the early show, not long after the earthquake hit, I was amazed at how clear the communication system was at that point. Were you able to reach your family and friends back home?
Yes, I was. Well, there was a time difference, of course, so there was some issues with that. But the phones jammed up very quickly. I don't think the phone lines went down, but I just think that basically the entire country was trying to place a call at once, and so cell lines and landlines were locked. You couldn't get through. But the internet didn't flag even once during the tremors. I could actually see through the window where I was standing outside that the internet was still connected, and we never suffered any kind of dropout at all with that.
You talked about the eerily normal feeling in your part of the world earlier today. As Saturday turns into Sunday, what are you guys doing tonight?
Well, we're just basically sitting around and watching the news because there's a lot of disturbing developments up north, and there's a lot of reports coming in of people still trapped. The current toll of injured and dead is at 1,700, and everybody knows it's going to climb as the rescue efforts go on. So there's certainly no time to kick back and relax at this point.
You going to stay there, Matt?
Absolutely, I'm going to stay here.
Okay. Matt Alt, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You take care.